All right, guys. So I'm gonna make this video real quick because I want to clear some things up, right? I made a video earlier today about LeBron James being heckled by two fans at the Pacers game and how he got them kicked out. Now, I was, busting up LeBron James in that video because, one, based off the information that we actually know, right, from reputable news sources, all we know is that they said something obscene to LeBron James, right? That LeBron James thought was out of line, okay? That's all we know. That's what LeBron James said in the press conference after the game, okay? That's been reported by reputable news outlets, right? So I made that video based off the facts that we actually know. Now, some people in the comment section, brought it to my attention that, LeBron James allegedly was mad because these people, right, the two fans, allegedly said some things that were horrific about Bronny James. Basically, the rumor is that they said that they hope that Bronny James dies in a car accident. Now, that is LeBron James's son. Now, in my video, right, I said I would like to know what they actually said, right? I would like to hear LeBron tell us what they said, right? Now, I knew about the alleged comments before I made the video. However, the reason why I didn't mention these alleged comments, guys, is because there's literally no proof whatsoever to back up these claims that that's what's actually said. And you guys got to understand, I have a channel with almost 250,000 subscribers. I'm not going to put out there that these people said something, right, to that magnitude of wishing death essentially on LeBron James' son without having concrete evidence, right? Proof, okay, that is what was said, right? I have to tread carefully in regards to how I talk about normal, regular day normies, right? I can bust up LeBron James, okay, and not necessarily mention this rumor because it's not founded on anything, and I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but I can always make an update on that and to say, hey, you know what? LeBron plus, some reputable sources have confirmed that that's what was actually said. I can always do that. What I can't do is put out rumors that could be entirely untrue about two random people, right, who have regular lives to live that could ruin their reputations forever, right? I have to be careful about who I talk about on my platform and what I put out there. So I want you guys to understand that's why I didn't mention it. And I'm gonna show you why. You know what these rumors are based off of? That this is what they said? It's based off a YouTube comment, guys. Literally, some random person on a YouTube comment on one of the videos showing it get kicked out, his name was Jonathan Davenport, said, I was there. It was more than those two, but they were the loudest. The girl said, I hope Bronny dies in a car wreck. The guy kept chirping like a chicken sound. Bronny's a BBB. It was very weird, and they were asked by staff to cool it once or twice, but hey, right? So again, this is a YouTube comment. Now look at who's reporting this, guys. The website that's reporting this is Awesemo Side Action. Not exactly a reputable news outlet, okay? Another news outlet here, Bola VIP, not exactly a reputable news outlet, is reporting this, right? And guess what they're basing this off of? A random tweet, okay? That says, I heard they said, I hope Bronny dies in a car accident. If so, that's ishy and they deserve to be ejected. To your point, I'm sure LeBron James has heard all kinds of vile stuff in his years in the limelight. Again, this stuff is based off random tweets. I can literally go on Twitter or YouTube and post a comment and say, hey, I was at the game and they said this, this, and this, and this, right? I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from here. And I know a majority of the people in that video, understand where I'm coming from. I'm just addressing people who are basically saying that, oh, but they said bad things about Bronny, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just trying to tell you guys, I've been through this before, right? Trust me. I've made my fair share of mistakes. I've seen when people put out stuff based off random tweets or YouTube comments that are not backed up. I've seen how this stuff gets really big and it turns out to be completely 100% false. For example, like the left, when some random dude put out a screenshot of a PPP loan snapshot of Lauren Boebert's restaurant, or what allegedly was her restaurant, Shooter's Grill, saying that she got a PPP loan, okay? After she said she didn't want socialism. Come to find out, once you actually researched, the Shooter's Grill that they were talking about was actually some random restaurant in Ohio, not in Colorado, not Lauren Boebert's restaurant. This trended on Twitter, right? Millions of people were tweeting this stuff. And progressive news outlets ran with this. They said, oh no, this is true. Again, I've made that mistake before, but because I've made that mistake before and I've seen others make that mistake, I'm not trying to make that mistake again. I hope you guys understand. So when it comes to the whole, if it was said or if it wasn't said, I don't know, but I'm not comfortable even trying to insinuate or push rumors that they might have said it just because of the magnitude of the statements, right? Now, obviously, if they said that, then yes, them being kicked out of the game is justified. I can see why LeBron James is mad. However, this is the same game that LeBron James was celebrating a late game 3 by grabbing his junk, right? Grabbing his junk. That to me seems like an obscenity. Now, is it the same level? No, but I'm saying we don't really actually know what they said. But what LeBron James said in the press conference is that they were being obscene. However, you have LeBron James grabbing his junk, okay, to celebrate a three-pointer. Who do you think he was directing that towards? His wife? No. He was directing that towards the fans. What do you think he was trying to tell them? Right? This is why, again, I have no problems busting up LeBron James with the facts that I had. Because LeBron James has a history of doing the exact same thing that he was accusing these fans of doing. Right? Now, again, we don't know what they said. LeBron didn't say what they said. So I only can go with what LeBron James has said. Okay? You guys got to understand that. And this is also not the first time fans have been kicked out of the game based off some interaction with LeBron James. Right? As this actually happened earlier this year during the NBA season, in which 4 fans was kicked out of the game for going back and forth with LeBron James. And reportedly, the things that LeBron James said was pretty bad. So let's actually read here. NBA refs paused the game during the fourth quarter as a woman later identified as Juliana Carlos repeatedly heckled James, 36, from the sideline with her husband, Chris Carlos. At one point during the argument, Juliana pulled her protective mask down below her chin amid the COVID-19 pandemic. After the game, James tweeted, "Courtside, Karen was mad with 7 crying, laughing emojis." Juliana, who has been seen holding up both her middle fingers as she was escorted away from the court, also took to social media to address the incident. Quote, "So I'm minding my own business, and Chris has been a Hawks fan forever. He's been watching the games for 10 years. Whatever, he has this issue with LeBron. I don't have an issue with LeBron. I don't give a F about LeBron," she said in a series of since deleted tweets on her Instagram stories. "Anyway, I'm minding my own business, drinking my beverage, having fun. All of a sudden, LeBron says something to my husband, and I see this, and I stand up, and I go, don't effing talk to my husband." She then alleged LeBron looked at me and then goes, "Sit the F down, B-word." And I go, "Don't effing call me a B-word. You sit the F down. Get the F out of here. Don't effing talk to my husband like that." So yeah, LeBron James allegedly called this woman a B-word, right? And she gets kicked out of the game. And LeBron James trolls her on Twitter afterwards, right? He's trolling the woman, calling her courtside Karen, right? Now, LeBron James also after the game, said that he didn't necessarily know if it was warranted for them to be kicked out. But he said that the refs did what they had to do, right? So it's not like he's really even taking a side in regards to whether or not they should have been kicked out after he allegedly called a woman a B-word, right? That sounds to me to be pretty obscene, right? Okay? So I guess my point is this, guys, is that when you're talking about he said versus she said stuff, for me personally, right, when it comes to something like this, if you're talking about accusing somebody, right, of wishing death on somebody's son, and this is based off a YouTube comment, right? That's literally what it's based off of. And there are no reputable outlets reporting on this. They're not confirming this. There have been numerous articles that have come out from reputable news outlets after these rumors of what was said came out that have not confirmed that at all, that have not picked up on that at all, that have not said anything about that at all, right? I saw a news outlet report on LeBron James grabbing his junk, right? But they didn't report on what the fans actually said. They report on everything else except that. So when you see that, there's a reason why they're leaving that out, because you just can't put unsubstantiated claims like that in your content, right? I can't just come up here and tell you that, oh, they might have said something of that magnitude without actually having proof, right? For various reasons. The number one reason for me is because these are normal, random people whom, again, if you put out stuff like this, they can lose their jobs, they can lose their livelihoods. People start trolling them. They find their social media accounts. They do this, they do that, right? All over something that we don't know if it's even true or not, okay? So again, I want people to understand it, and I really didn't even want to make this video, but I feel like I need to address it because people are going to say, oh, well, you didn't mention this, in the video about how they allegedly said this, and it's like, I got to explain to you guys why I'm not mentioning it. Okay, it's really to protect those people until it's actually proven that that's what they actually said. The plan was to make a follow-up video if it's actually proven that that's what they said. But until then, based off the facts and the things that LeBron James said and what reputable news outlets have reported, it sounds to me like, hey, my only assumption is that it was something that LeBron James obviously didn't like, but it was in the realm of things that fans say, right, during games, considering how in the past fans have got kicked out for saying things that are obscene to LeBron James, right? So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. And this dude just came off of a suspension, right? He just came off a suspension. So I don't know where his mindset is at, right? He might just be looking to just get fans kicked out. I don't know, right? I'm only going with the facts that we know, right? You can always update the story. You can always update the story. But I cannot take back putting out rumors that these two fans said something that they did not say. Now, I don't know if they said it. It could come out that they said it, right? If it comes out that they said it from reputable sources, then, hey, like I said, I stand by my original comment, which is that they said something that's off the wall like that, then that justifies them being ejected, right? So I want people to understand how this stuff works in the background, right? How you can't just put out every single rumor that you hear, okay, for various reasons. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.